I decided to apply to be in the ELC, mostly for academics, just that everyone is in the same classes and like going through the same like academic or engineering curriculum. And my dad was an engineer, and so he like really talked up like, oh, it's so hard and like blah blah blah. So I really like wanted to make sure that I kind of had that support system when I got to campus, so that I wasn't just like drowning in all this crazy engineering stuff. So that was definitely a big thing for me. And just also the community. I really like just that you automatically have people there who are going through the same thing and there for you. So that's really nice.
I joined because I wanted a sense of community, at least initially coming into school. I didn't want to be, you know, that kid in his room locked away, never going out talking to anybody, and I feel that being a part of the ELC would help me kind of come out of my shell, talk to people a little bit more, and it did. Everyone was, you know, willing to talk to each other, and we became friends really fast.
I actually joined the learning community by accident. I was filling out my housing information, and I wondered why it asked me about why I like to do community service, but I filled it out, and then I ended up in the learning community. It was probably the luckiest mistake I've made in my Drexel career so far.
I'll probably have to go with the pasta dinner and the multiple breakfasts we've had Sunday mornings. We just decided, you know what, we're hungry, let's just plan a pasta dinner. Let's just plan a morning breakfast.
Well, I really like just living in the dorms with everybody because it's like a family, and I just really like that. And we're kind of like mischievous, I guess, because we like to pull pranks on each other a little bit, and I just really, that like dorm environment is really fun and nice. And because you're with the same people in classes, and so you really get to know each other really well, and I really like that. And we went to the Eastern State Penitentiary for Halloween, and that was really scary, and I'm easily scared, but it was so fun and awesome.
My favorite memory was when we went to Dorney Park, and it was rainy and cold, and no one was at the park, so we had the whole park to ourselves, and we got to go on all the rides.
And then another big thing that I really liked was the alumni dinner that we have, and we all of us went and got to talk with ELCers from previous years, and that was really nice just to like be able to get tips and like, oh, they had fun memories from ELC, and just it was really nice to have those like upperclassmen like, oh, this is what co-op's like, and we could ask them all these questions, and that was really nice.
I definitely feel like it helped me academically. We were all in the same classes, we could all do our work together, we knew how to interact with the same teachers and how they wanted the answers. I feel like that's a main component in freshman year, learning how to give the answers the teacher wants in the right format. So having that consistently across the whole learning community, that was really helpful.
I think the tutors by far is like definitely a perk that obviously not a lot of other engineering students get, that they come to the dorm like a few times a week to help out with like different like physics and calculus and linear algebra, and all of that is really nice. And they also bring that like upperclassmen aspect that are like, they're there weekly, and so we get to know them, and one of them's also an environmental engineer, and so he could give me like all these great co-op like opportunities and like tell me about that and what he actually does as not just like a freshman taking like physics and calculus, but like actually like an upperclassman, like what environmental engineering is like. And so that is like really nice. And that my like hallmates are in projects with me and like in engineering lab, like I'm with my roommate and someone down the hall, so it's really easy to like work on projects like that, obviously, because your group mates are there with you, so that's really nice.
How much it helps you with classes, like you can be in math class and be stuck on a problem. You can literally just pop your head out the door like, hey, does anybody know how to do number 11? And you'll have like another like 10 people pop out like, oh, I know how to do it, here, let me show you. And then you'd return the favor some other time. They'd poke their head out like, oh, does anybody know how to do the extra credit? And you'd be like, oh, I know how to do that. And then it really is, it is pretty cool. And it helps a lot, and it helps you get to know people a lot more, so.
Okay. All that stuff. My name is Jeanette Zanella. I'm a materials science and engineering major. I was in the ELC in 2010. Outside of academics, I'm involved in Society of Women Engineers. It's a big organization on campus. It supports women in engineering and helps foster growth of women in science. And I'm also a sophomore year mentor. It's a bunch of sophomores who have been trained to help freshmen transition to college and help them with anything they may need.
I'm Mark Barrowclift, and I'm a software engineer, and I'm part of the ELC.
My name is Kate Flint. I'm an environmental engineer, and on campus I'm involved in the Society of Women Engineers. Last term I was in Pop and Canoe. I am the service and social coordinator for the ELC, and I'm in Tri Sigma social sorority.